A few weeks back, I mentioned Shannon Whirry in a video, and from the comments, it looks like she's got a few fans out there. So let's take a look at one of her films. And what better place to start than at the beginning with Animal Instincts. This film has her first, and probably even her best, nude scenes. Also of note here, take a look at this cast. John Saxon, David Carradine, Jan Michael Vincent. Oh my god, Jan Michael Vincent?
Is it important that we know who Jan Michael Vincent was in order to get this? Nope.
Welcome to Exploitation Reviews, and me, Rob. Today I'm taking a look at Animal Instincts from 1992. After the opening title, Shannon Whirry, here playing Joanne Cole, is giving some sort of interview. She mentions that she's the one in the news, and the off-screen interviewer asks if the story is true, and Joanne says most of it. A little mystery for us already. And then we flash back to a couple, coupling. And the guy either can't perform or was only interested in performing for himself.
David, I'm still here.
Hey, if your girl ever says that to you, crack those knuckles, massage that jaw, and get back in there.
Look, I got a shitload of pressure on me right now, okay? Payments just went up on the ex-wife's house. This place is killing me, 2 cars. Don't start with me, okay?
Why not? You never finish with me.
Yeah, okay, I guess work-related stress can affect things in the bedroom. It's just one of the reasons I try not to work. Still though, your fingers and tongue aren't limp, so get back in there, David. But David ignores my good advice and he goes off to work. And then we get introduced to a few of the other characters in this movie. We've got his partner, he's something of a sex fiend. And then they go and meet the manager of a local titty bar. Oh, sorry, I mean gentleman's club. That's William Lamberti, played here by David Carradine, just slumming it in this piece of 90s sleaze. Anyway, William and the police talk about the guy running for mayor, Fletcher Ross, Jan Michael Vincent's character, oh yeah! And then a bunch of stuff happens in that gentleman's club that I can't show you. So here's a picture I took of some stairs. Wanna go down? Back in the interview portion of the movie, Joanna tells the interviewer that the drug she was taking for depression loosened her up and made her think about sex just constantly. She had lots of fantasies about different lovers, different men and women, and the movie shows you some of these fantasies, but you're not watching the movie, you're watching me here on YouTube. So here's a picture I took of a lighthouse. Lighthouses are important. They protect the little men in boats. Back at the police station, David sees a fellow officer interrogating a suspect, and then later at home, David can't stop thinking about this scene.
What do you think?
Think you look good?
Good? I think you mean amazing. Alright, well, David's kind of useless for now, but the next day, a cable guy comes over to fix the cable, and I bet you can guess what happens next.
He fixes the cable?
Not quite. And of course, I can't show you exactly what happens next, so here's a picture I took of a ladybug. I hope all these pictures of mine aren't annoying you. David comes home and catches his wife with the cable man, fixing the cable, but he's not mad. In fact, he gets all hot and bothered.
That's how I found out. He liked to watch. That's what really turned him on.
Joanna and David decide to take an ad out in the local paper looking for more cable men. Or cable women. Joanna's not very particular. And they set up some cameras in the bedroom so Cucky Hubby can watch in the next room. I think he's getting his spanking hand ready. And after that first client leaves, our married couple have a chat about the occurrence, and they are both happy with the arrangement. And so that arrangement will continue a few times a week. Some of their clients bring costumes, some bring their wives. Each scene is different enough and hot enough, but you guessed it, I can't show you much of what happens, so here's a picture I took of a purple flower. I like when flowers just start to open up and they reveal what was hiding underneath those petals. Various people come over to their place, and, David watches in the other room, and at one point, one of the, let's say, clients is David's partner, and he doesn't even mind that. Man, what do we say about this guy? He likes to go off to work, and he's a cop, and he likes to watch his wife with other men. I think it's safe to say that this movie provides us with a character which is exactly my opposite. Some drama comes into play when one of the clients gets a bit rough. Cucky hubby chases him off with a gun, and that guy runs straight to William Lamberti. So now William knows what this cop and his wife are up to, so some blackmail is in order. And that's enough out of me as far as plot goes. Let's talk some highlights. Well, there are two big highlights in this film, and both of them belong to Shannon Whirry. And of course I can't show them to you, so here's a picture I took of a sleeping bee. Oh, isn't he cute, all passed out on that dandelion? Let's scare him and wake him up. Boo, bee! Boo, bee! Still sleeping. Don't know what to tell you. I always wake up for two boo bees. Anyway, Shannon Whirry. Wow. And beyond her, well, we know what kind of movie this is, so if you like these kinds of movies, it is hard to find one better. The story is interesting enough and provides a good excuse to parade sex scene after sex scene onto the screen. The people involved in those scenes are attractive enough, and they wear lots of cool outfits, and Shannon Whirry is one of the most beautiful people to ever do movies like this. How lucky are we for that? But I wouldn't say the movie's perfect. Like Cucky Hubby watching in the next room, it has some shortcomings. Well, for what it is, I don't really have a lot to complain about. The acting is at times kind of wooden, and the dialogue is a bit hokey sometimes. Especially at the end when John Saxon delivers his speech. That's really hokey. But still, John Saxon, pretty cool. And I guess this isn't really a shortcoming, but this movie is very 90s, and it's got that 90s look, which you may or may not like. 90s films like this kind of have this soft focus, hazy aesthetic to them, and not everyone is into that. If you're younger than me and didn't grow up watching these kinds of movies on Cinemax after your parents went to bed, I can see how you might be a bit put off. To me, it's a little nostalgic. Overall, I really think this movie is one of the best of its kind, but whether or not you will like it depends on whether or not you like movies of this kind. If you do, it's a stone-cold classic. And even if you're not a fan of movies of this kind, if you are an appreciator of the human form, you will like Shannon Whirry. Oh, sweet baby Jesus in a brassiere, is she hot.